Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this particular video, we'll be looking into how we can deploy the entire backend, uh, right from agent and your fast API endpoint, whatever we have created, into the GCP, that is Google Cloud Platform. We'll be looking into every single step that is involved for doing this particular thing. So far, we have built the backend, we have built the front end, and we have made it run on local, right? Now we want it to be on production, right? So we'll be using Google Cloud for that so that we can deploy it. Okay, and anyone with that particular link can access our very application, which is based on a multi-agent system. So without further delay, let's start. Now, this entire process of deploying the backend involves multiple steps, okay, right from enabling the cloud services, cloud run services basically, then creating the artifact registry, building and pushing our Docker image to the artifact registry, and then making the cloud run fetch that particular artifact registry image, whatever we have pushed in, and then expose our very backend onto their server. So all these steps are involved and multiple commands are involved for that. You can simply do that from the UI also of the GCP portal, but everything we are going to do with this gcloud command on this particular terminal, as it's a good practice to have a hands-on on the commands. Okay, so let's start. So the very first thing is to enable all the services which we require basically for using all those services which basically are involved in this entire process. So here is the command. Now, as already told you how to enable these services in the previous videos, also we have used this for the RAG ingestion pipeline. Okay, so the same command we are going to use, gcloud services enable, will be enabling the Google APIs. Okay, then we'll be enabling the run, okay, which is the cloud run. Okay, and then we'll also enable the artifact registry. Will enable the cloud build for building the Docker image. Will enable the AI platform and the storage API also. Okay, so all these services are actually needed for us to deploy the backend onto the GCP. So let's enable all these. Now you can see all the services that we require has got enabled. Right now, it's time to create a service account so that we can have an access of the cloud run. Okay, if you remember in the RAG ingestion pipeline, also we have created a service account for using or accessing the AI platform and the storage, right? So similarly, we'll be creating another service account from which we'll be using the cloud run, or basically we'll be accessing it. Okay, so the command is simple: gcloud IAM Service Accounts. Okay, we'll be creating the service account, and the name of it would be multi-agent cloud run service account SA. Okay, and the display name is this, and to what project we'll be giving it, we'll be giving it to this project, okay, which is the active current project. Okay, so we are just creating a service account now, and then we'll be giving multiple accesses which are required for enabling or basically using these services. Okay, so let's create this service account. Yes, so it has got created, and now it's time to provide the relevant accesses for using those services. Okay, the AI platform service access to this particular service account. Okay, because we want that particular service account should be able to access the vector search functionality that we have built into the Vertex AI, right? So for that, we'll be enabling this, or basically granting this particular access to the service account. So you can see for that I have simply mentioned the relevant command. In this I have written the project ID. Okay, and then the member access that we are going to give to this particular project. Okay, and this is the name of the service account, which is multi-agent cloud run SA, and then the rule that I'm going to assign is AI platform dot user. Okay, here basically we are going to give it a user role. Okay, hitting this enter will give the appropriate access to the service account, and you can see it has got granted that particular access. Now then we'll also need to give the access to the service account of the storage API, right? So because it also needs to have an access of the Google Cloud bucket that we have created, right? So that is why we'll also give that particular access. So for that I'm going to use the same command, but this time I'm going to give it a rule of object admin. Okay, for the storage account. Okay, so basically this object admin will give it an access for read permission, write permission of that particular bucket, right? So there is another thing also, there is another rule also which you can give, which is admin. Okay, total admin, which will grant full access of, but currently I only want to have it an access of object admin. Okay, so that it can read it, write it. Okay, so I hope this particular command is also clear. Let's hit enter, and it will give the appropriate access to that particular service account. Now, the next step that we are going to do is to create an artifact registry repo. So basically, an artifact registry is organized as repositories, like how you have Docker Hub, right, for as a repository, like how you have GitHub for storing the repositories. So the same way, this particular artifact registry is a repository for all the Docker images that you push in. Okay, so without the repository, nowhere to push the image, right? So that is why we'll be now creating an artifact registry so that we can store or push our Docker image at that particular place. So this is the command. Okay, so gcloud artifacts repositories create multi-agent repo. This is the name of the repo that we are going to create, and then the format of that particular repository is Docker, since we are going to push it the Docker image of our application, right? So the location we are going to give it as US Central 1, and the project in which we are going to create this particular registry is nothing but the multi-agent 11, which is the current active project. So let's hit enter, and you can see the Docker artifact registry will be created. Now, after this, we'll be configuring the Docker authentication. Now, why this is needed? Basically, Docker itself doesn't know GCP credentials, right? So, using this particular command, okay, this gcloud auth configure Docker, using this particular command, this command will basically updates the Docker config and will also install the credential helper. So internally, what happens is when you do a particular Docker push, in that particular case, Docker asks helper from for the token, okay, and the gcloud will generate the token, and then the artifact registry will validate that particular token. So this is how the authentication will be done. Okay, so for that we have this command gcloud auth configure Docker, the location, and then the docker.package.dev. Let's hit enter. So you can see it has configured the Docker authentication. So you can see already the configuration was registered, so that is why it has given me this particular thing. But if you do it for the very first time, you will be seeing a message that the configuration has been done. So like that it works. Okay, now it's time to actually create our very Docker file and then build it and push it to the GCP. Okay, so for that, first we'll need to build or basically write the Docker file. Okay, so this is the Docker file that we have written. Okay, so again, this Docker file, how to write this particular Docker file, it comes by practice, or you can also refer the documentations, and you can also use the AI tools for getting a help to write this Docker files. Okay, so just at a glance I'll be telling you what exactly this is doing. Okay, so this is basically creating a base image, okay, from Python 3.12. This is the version which that particular image will contain for the Python. Okay, and then these are some environment settings like configuring the port and all. Okay, we'll be setting the work directory as /app, okay, in the Docker. Then we'll copy the requirements.txt. Okay, so whatever requirements file we have here, okay, we'll simply copy that into the Docker image. Okay, and then what we'll be doing is we'll simply install these libraries inside the requirements.txt, right? So that is why we have written pip install -r requirements.txt. Okay, now once the requirements are installed, our environment will get ready, right? So then what we'll do is we'll be copying all the project files which are relevant for our backend to run, right? So in this particular folder, backend folder, which is the current working directory for the in the terminal. Okay, so you can see we have agent.py, we have app.py, in which our FastAPI server is running. Okay, uh, in which we have FastAPI code. Okay, then we'll also copy this vector store ids.txt, because from that particular thing only we are actually accessing our very credentials of index id and the endpoint id, right? So we'll simply copy all these files into the storage. Okay, and will then expose this particular entire backend onto the port 8080. Okay, and then we'll start the fast API with UVCon, so that our so that our backend will get exposed to this particular port. Okay, and this is the command cmd UVCon app hyphen host. This is the local host. Okay, and this is the port 8080. Okay, this is the content that we have written in the Docker file. Now our Docker file is ready. Now we'll just write a command to actually build the Docker image. So this is the command. Okay, So what exactly is the significance of this particular command is, let me tell you one by one. So gcloud builds submit, so this will basically build your docker image, okay, whatever file we have written in docker, whatever content we have written in docker file, based on that it will build the docker image in this particular location, us central 1. And then with this particular package that we already have configured, right, for the docker authentication. Next, we are just giving the path. We have to create the Docker image inside the current project ID, multi-agent 11, and in that we have a repo, multi-agent repo. In that, we have to create this particular image, which is named as multi-agent RAG. You can give any of the name to this particular image. Okay, just run this particular command, and it will build and push the Docker image. So let's hit enter. Okay, so I think I accidentally have put one space before this. Okay, multi-agent 11. So I'll just sort that out. Okay, so now let's hit enter. Okay, so we have got an error. Okay, and you can see by looking at the error, we can see that the compute that was created, okay, it does not have the storage access. Okay, so if you look earlier, we have given the access of storage uh, with the role object admin to the service account, right? But now what happens is the cloud run first uploads your source code to a temporary gcs bucket internally, uh, but the build process was running using the compute engine service account, which you can see this one, uh, where it is. Yeah, this one, this compute engine service account, but the service account did not have the permission to create objects or to upload the tar files, or maybe to access the build or maybe to access the build bucket. So Google returned this particular storage permission error. Okay, so now for that, what we need to do is we need to simply give an access to the compute of the role admin. Okay, for accessing the storage. So for that, I have this command, gcloud projects add IAM policy binding for this project. Okay, and who is the member? This compute engine, this particular account. Okay, we are going to give access, and the rule is storage.admin. Okay, so let's see whether this particular thing works. Okay, let's hit enter. Okay, so the access has been granted. Now let's again try to build the image and push it. You can see the image is now getting built. Okay, so after doing all the process of building, it has given us an error that this particular service account compute does not have permission to write the logs to the cloud logging. Okay, so yes, so this is also something which is important to give. Okay, so we need to provide now access to the service account to write to our very artifact registry. Okay, so for that, I have this command, gcloud projects. Again, we are giving a new uh, access to this particular service account of compute. Okay, so this time we'll be giving the writer access to the artifact registry for this service account. Okay, so let's hit enter. So I messed up with some spaces. Okay, let me again write the command nicely and hit enter. Okay, so the access has got granted. Now let's again build this particular image. Okay, the same command I'm using now. This time it should work. Cool. So you can see the image has got built and pushed to the artifact registry. Okay. So now is the time to deploy the entire image. Okay. Whatever we have created. Now see, for deploying our image, this is the command that we need to provide. Okay. So basically we'll write gcloud run deploy the image name. Okay. So whatever image we have created and pushed into the artifact registry, we have to now deploy it. So we'll be using this particular location, then at whatever location your image is present. So basically it is inside your current project id, then your whatever repo you have, and then inside that whatever name of the image you have. Okay, then your location, then the service account associated with that. Okay, then some other parameters like how many number of cpus you want, what is the timeout you want, what is the memory you want. Okay, so I have kept it like this for this. Okay, then the environment variables. Okay, so like for example, I want to set the project id of gcp, I want to set the location, the region, basically the bucket name. Okay, and then the grok api key for accessing the llm. Okay, and the tavily api key for web search. Cool. So this much I want this in this particular command. So let me do that. Okay, and paste the command and see my image getting deployed. Okay, and you will be seeing that the deployment will get started. So you can see my deployment is done for the backend service, and I have got this particular URL where my backend is running. Okay, so this is a public URL, anyone can use it and can use my RAG agent that I have created. Okay, multi-agent RAG system that I have created. So this particular command in one go it was not executed successfully. Let me show you what all errors I have faced earlier. Okay, so initially when I ran this particular command, I got this particular issue of timeout. Okay, then I realized that the cloud run doesn't have the necessary permissions. Okay, so that is why I have given this particular storage.object weaver access, okay, to this particular service account. Then again I ran the same command of deploying. Okay, then I got the same error again, and then I finally realized the LangChain Google Vertex AI, it sometimes require the admin permissions. Okay, to be given to that particular service account, okay, of cloud run. So which is why I have now tried to assign it a role of storage admin. Okay, so that it will be able to access all the features or services in that particular service. Okay, so I just give it a try, and yes, this particular thing works. And as soon as after granting access, I tried this particular deployment command again, it has got deployed. Okay, so remember one thing, that whenever you face up some issues like this, you need to either grant some access regarding the services, okay, to that particular service account which is associated with the services. Otherwise you can have a look at the docker file, okay, whether there might be some issues in you know starting off with the server, or maybe there might be some issues in with respect to ports. Okay, so more or less the issue was related to the permissions here, so I have given the permission, and as you can see our entire deployment is done, and we have got this particular URL. Okay, now just to check whether this particular URL is actually working, okay, whether it is giving us the response, let me try to write a curl command for this. Okay, okay, so just to check whether my app is running, I'll simply be writing this particular command. Okay, so let's try to hit enter, and let's see whether it is giving us the response. Cool. So it has given me some answer that yes, Arjun Mehta is a 41-year-old founder and all, okay, of the NovaCrest Technologies, which is present in my document. Okay, so all the services entirely is working, and this particular URL, backend URL, is also working, and you can see the all the functionalities like routing and all, answer generation, everything is clearly working. Okay, the status code is also 200. Okay, so I hope this particular deployment of the backend thing is clear to you all. We have tried to come across multiple errors, and we have solved multiple things. I know the entire process might be a little confusing, but once you are used to with it, once you practice 2 3 deployments, you will be understanding the in and out of this particular entire deployment process. So put your suggestions and comments in the comment section. I'll be happy to have a look at it. If you have any doubts, put it in the comment section. I'll be happy to solve it. For more such videos, do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Also hit the bell icon, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Please join me on Telegram. Thanks for watching. Have a good day ahead.